Hello, my name is Dr. Alvin Chin, and I am the chair of the IEEE Chicago Section. And I'm going to give you an introduction as to what IEEE Chicago Section does. So a little bit of history, how IEEE Chicago came to be. For many people here who are not familiar with the history, IEEE Chicago was established on October the 3rd of 1893. And it is the first AIEE, American Institute of Electrical Engineers section. That was before IEEE was formed. And this was the first AIEE section formed outside of New York. And it was the first meeting of the Western section of the AIEE. In fact, the first meeting of the Western section of the AIEE was held at Armour Institute. And Armour Institute is now part of the Illinois Institute of Technology, IIT campus. And that first meeting was held on March 21st, 1894. So what is the IEEE Chicago section? Well, first of all, IEEE itself is an organization that supports professional electrical and electronic engineers. In fact, IEEE stands for Institute for Electronic and Electrical Engineers. And Chicago is the section for IEEE, Chicago. And we've been supporting Chicago's engineers since 1893. We are the largest section in Region 4. So IEEE has different regions around the world. And we have around almost 20,000 members. We are the home section for the science kits for public libraries. And so what this is this is a program where students can go to their local libraries, sign out a particular science kit, and be able to do some practical exercises or so with that science kit. And then afterwards, then return it back to the library. So it gets them to get involved with engineering. In our Chicago section, we have 17 technical chapters. Those deal with different technical subjects. We have 2 subsections in the section, and we have 4 affinity groups. In 2022, we formed the IEEE Chicago Section Industry Engagement Committee, which is tasked to involve more industrial professionals into IEEE Chicago. In the section, we have about 1,092 companies. Some of the companies that are active in the IEEE Chicago section are Elite Electronic Engineering, Panduit, Argonne National Lab, Parker Hannifin, DLS Electronic Systems, just to name a few. And throughout in person and during the pandemic, we have co-hosted events with other organizations. So for example, ACM Chicago is another organization that is kind of similar to what IEEE does. ACM is Association for Computing Machinery. And so we've co-hosted events together with them. We also work with industry and academia. So for example, we've worked with Chicago Engineers Foundation, the FutureCon Cybersecurity Conference, the MXD, IIT, Lewis University, Oakton College, and Society of Automotive Engineers, Chicago section. So here are the list of the Chicago section chapters and the societies. So we can see here we have many different technical societies. We have the Antennas and Propagation, Microwave Theory and Techniques. We have the Computer Society, which is one of the largest societies within the IEEE Chicago section. We have Communications. We have Electromagnetic Compatibility, so EMC. We have Engineering and Medicine and Biology, EMB. We have Industry Applications and Industrial Electronics. We also had the Magnetics chapter. We have the Nanotechnology Council. We have Power and Energy. We have Product Safety Engineering. We have Professional Communications, Robotics and Automation, Sensors, Signal Processing, Systems, Man and Cybernetics, Technology and Engineering Management, as well as Vehicular Technology Society. For our subsections, we have 2 subsections. We have Fox Valley subsection and Northwest subsection. For affinity groups, so these are particular groups that are having various different interests. So for example, we have the Women in Engineering group. We also have the Chicago Rockford Consultants Network. We have the Life Members group, and we also have Young Professionals group. So the Young Professionals group is for those particular individuals that have graduated outside of college and university and have been in profession for about 10 years or so or less. So for this year, here's the Chicago Executive Committee. So I am the chair. We have our vice chair, Brendan Connolly. We have our treasurer, Sasi Dartadanki, our secretary, Neva Duraraj, our industry engagement chair, Brooke Abagaz, our student activities chair, Biswan Senapati, our membership development vice chair, Shaina Shetty, our education chair, Megan Zach, our life members chair, Larry Kotewa, our consultants network chair, Rob Klein, women in engineering chair, Sam Vijay Kumar, and young professionals chair, Yufei Feng. So throughout this year, we've had, especially, now the pandemic has kind of subsided, we've had a lot of in-person events, and here are some of the events that we have gone to and supported. So one of the big events that IEEE Chicago supported financially is the Washington Award. So this award is given to a specific distinguished engineer, and in the Western section in the Chicago region. And so this year's award was given to Gwynne Shotwell, who is the CEO of SpaceX. Also, as well, we support other conferences. So, for example, IEEE Chicago is a strong supporter for cybersecurity, and so there's a company called FutureCon that holds a cybersecurity conference. And so we were a sponsor of that particular conference. Also, as well, IEEE Chicago is part of the Region 4. And this year we had the Nexus Student Leadership Conference. So this was a conference that was held for students and young professionals. And then recently in May, we had the EIT 2023 conference. So that's the Electronic and Information Technology Conference that was held at Lewis University. And then finally, or so, we've had a recent meeting series. So IEEE set up a meeting series in Chicago around mid of June. And this meeting series is basically for IEEE executives from around the world, from different regions, board of directors, from different committees to come together and to discuss about the future of their organizations, the groups, and IEEE administration by itself. So, for example, I had the pleasure of attending the MGA, the Member and Geographic Area meeting, as well as the Board of Directors dinner as well with the President, Saifor Rahman. Also, as well, we've had other particular events, where we had some really, very interesting things that happened. So a couple of years ago or so, IEEE Vehicle Technology Society Chicago had an event at the UIC campus. The event was about the origins of Silicon Valley. Paul Wiesling was the speaker. And in here, we were able to bring a BMW i8 car you can see here. So here are the attendees that attended that particular event. So here are the in-person events that we've done so far in 2023. We had the 2023 IEEE Region Report Nexus Student Leadership Conference. We also participated in the Global Cybersecurity Conference at IIT, the 2023 IEEE EMC Mini Symposium. We are going to be participating in the 2023 EV Charging Infrastructure Summit, North America, from July 11th to 12th. We are also participating in and are one of the sponsors for the IEEE International Conference on Real-Time Communications Conference and Expo, RTC 2023, that will be held October the 16th to 19th at the Illinois Institute of Technology. And we're planning for October 7th for IEEE Chicago 129th anniversary event, where this is an event where we have people that we invited who are also non-IEEE individuals, as well as students and family members to come and try and understand, what IEEE Chicago is, and to get their students and get their kids involved in engineering, and how IEEE Chicago can be able to support that and the programs and the resources that we have. If you want to see other particular events that we have, both in person and virtual, you can go to our website, IEEEchicago.org/events. And the best way to connect with IEEE Chicago is on our social media sites. So you can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/IEEE Chicago. You can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/IEEE Chicago. We have a LinkedIn page as well, IEEE Chicago Section. We also post our events on Meetup, so meetup.com/IEEE-Chicago. We also post our in-person events or so on Instagram at IEEE Chicago. And we also have our events that if we go ahead and we record them, they'll be available on our channel, on our YouTube channel. And for all other information about IEEE Chicago, the section officers of the different societies, you can go to IEEEchicago.org. And if you have any questions regarding about IEEE Chicago, wanting to join IEEE Chicago, wanting to be able to volunteer for IEEE Chicago or for any of the different societies that we have, please email me at chair@IEEEchicago.org. We hold our executive committee meetings every second Tuesday evening of the month from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So if you're interested, please send an email and then you can be invited to that particular meeting. Thank you.